Basically our whole community was affected, and doing things. I feel like things since then haven't been the same. Like before that, everything seemed. I didn't have to worry about anything, but since 2016, you're always worried about politics now. Always worried about what's going to happen next, what's going on, and I feel like that was a very changing point for America.
Chaotic, paralyzing, and it was scary.
Horrible, terrifying, and just angry.
Chaos, smokes and mirrors.
Frustración, reto y resistencia, resistir.
White supremacy is real.
Devastating. Marked. Ruthless.
No fear! Immigrants are welcome here, no hate! No fear! Immigrants are welcome here, no hate! No fear!
Resistance, because we couldn't just sit there and let that happen. We had to do something.
It was a time to show unity and that we're gonna go hard.
I was thrown down in college, making sure that people knew what his policies were and what they meant for community members.
I was working with a group called Southern Poverty Law Center, and we started this project to represent people that were detained by ICE in Georgia, and it was called the Southeast Immigrant Freedom Initiative, or SIFI, and that was the people I threw down with.
Nosotros primero estábamos trabajando en una campaña para que no llegara Trump a la presidencia, pero desafortunadamente llegó y estábamos haciendo ese trabajo y pues llegó a la presidencia. Nosotros estábamos en el trabajo para que no llegara a la presidencia. No estábamos apoyando a ningún candidato, pero estábamos haciendo campaña para que él no quedara como presidente, pero desafortunadamente él quedó.
My role was rapid responder, so helping train communities to defend themselves from raids. That was a big role that I played.
I was in Phoenix, Arizona, working with immigrant communities. Fortunately, some of the first people that were deported by Trump last time he was here in office came from our people, from the Puente folks in Phoenix, Arizona.
I'm a daughter of migrant parents, so my role was just really big, feeling a lot of weight on me, trying to figure out our plan B, and whatever comes worse, it's how am I able to be to support my dad and my family?
I feel many of us were in denial, and we're trying to deny that this country has progressed when it hasn't really. They just make us think that it has. And for me, it was this happened because people just to think like this. And then when I graduated, that's when I got involved with LAR, the Year Latino Alliance for Human Rights, and then I started organizing, informing people about constitutional rights, reminding myself about different programs that were impacting our community, and that's kind of the role that I took in for the last 2 years.
Y pues teníamos que salir al trabajo porque teníamos que, para el sustento de la casa, para los hijos y nuestros gastos aquí, pues todo conllevaba que teníamos que salir para trabajar.
I was part of a nonprofit organization that educates and empowers immigrant communities across the state of Georgia. And I was part of when all the ICE raids were happening, and I was in support of the many programs that they had going on, one of them called the ICE Free Zone.
At that time I was doing a lot of organizing around election defense and then providing support for other communities just around how to vote, how to move, how to prepare for stuff. Creemos que es importante enviar un mensaje a la comunidad en general que no podemos permanecer callados y que este tipo de acciones de racismo y discriminación tienen que ser discutidas, tenemos que protestar y tenemos que hablar y seguir luchando por justicia. Pues...
Artístico, muy listo, muy gracioso, soy payaso de rodeo. Les digo, ven, 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 animalito.
Executed the raid was completely unconstitutional, and that's why I'm here standing and fighting next to people that today are here with me.
Know your rights.
No entres en pánico, edúcate, organízate. ¿Para qué? Para que podamos ser exitosos, porque juntos somos fuertes. Dice que solo el pueblo salva el pueblo, pero el pueblo organizado y muy bien organizado y educado.
And don't give up. I know it's scary, but just know that you're beautiful, you're loved, and you are deserving of basic human rights and to thrive and to create the future that you want for you and your family.
Be involved with your community or with some sort of community. It doesn't have to be a nonprofit specifically, but maybe like your neighbors, but staying involved with someone to have that support. And then finally just resist, right? Because unfortunately we've gone through this multiple times, but we're still here and we're gonna stay here, so we just have to push through and just resist.
You understand, to be really realistic how things are gonna be, and not blame ourselves when we're not able to stop the deportation, because it's a lot. And try to have those conversations that many of us are afraid to have with our families, or even at church, because I think we need to challenge those spots when we are uncomfortable, or even within the movement, when we see people still just focus on one issue, not looking at the bigger picture. They saying, hey man, you need to wake up and start connecting the dots. It's not just one issue. Check how everything impacts, one action can impact everybody else. And just because one issue that you believe in fully, it's amazing that you do believe in it, but just try to see how that issue and having present in the other parts can impact everyone in general.
Words of advice, creo que it's just show up, show up in the way that you can, because sometimes it's scary, but sometimes you just show up and ese fire just turns on, no? So I think that's it, just show up.
Do not isolate yourself. Do not isolate yourself. Find your people. If you don't have your people, go look for them. There's people looking for you right now. If there's an organization, join one. There's groups around. Do not be alone in this moment. That's the most important thing. 2 is, don't give up hope. That's what they want us. They want us to be shell-shocked. They want us to be in despair. They want us to feel like there's nothing worth doing, and that's their strategy. Our strategy is to continue envisioning a different kind of world and fighting for it, modeling it. And 3rd is, be kind to yourself and others. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tough times, and they're gonna try to take our humanity away from us. The best that we can do, the most basic thing, is take care of each other, be kind to each other, be patient with each other, and just love each other.
We are what we need to keep each other safe.
Nadie nos va a salvar, entonces tenés que encontrar tu trabajo y hacerlo. No tiene que ser el trabajo de nadie más, pero el tuyo, hágalo. And try your best to have a good time doing it, because it's a hard life, and us being joyful is an act of resistance that we need to lean into.
No nos sabemos rajar. That's very important. That we're going to support each other and we're not going to give up.